Why has there not been any arrests?
No arrest has been made. I expect there should be arrests of those criminals.
That is our number one person in the country, Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, asking the security forces in Benue State. We are so happy that our president was able to schedule his visit, his many walks to visit the whaling states. This is actually highly commendable, sincerely. Despite the rain, despite all odds, even as he was going there, you could see the rain and other things. So people say his nature trying to tell him that he's not doing well and all that. But that's, by the way, that's not what I'm here to talk about, right? For him to get in there and asking a very sensitive question, why has there not been any arrest? At least it got me thinking, why has there not been any arrest? Did the security men not go into it to check and find out what is going on? We don't know. Please, guys, what do you think? Why has there not been any arrest so far? And I heard along the line too, there is a he set up a committee to actually look into the matter. I hope it will not just boil down to paperwork, because you know how some things end in this country. I hope they will do the real work. I hope they will go out of their way to ensure that these perpetrators are brought to justice, are brought to book. Because if there is no arrest, or if there are no arrests, to be sincere, people will feel they can perpetrate crime. People will feel they can do any evil they want to do and get away with it. We are not a lawless country. Every country that has law is binded by that law. So for the people in charge to know how to get around these people, please, we need an answer. Our president need an answer. Nigerians too need an answer. Why has there not been any arrests? While the meetings and other things are going on, we need these people to be brought to book. It is very important, so that people will not think that when you commit a crime you get away with it. It is by showing the example that others will now, get away. Sorry, others will not take the same path, right? Still on the same Benue killing, I would want to not really a comparison here. You can see that VDM here is a man of the people. I watched this video over and again, and I'm just wondering, what is the temerity? What is the strength? What is the force? That's the word behind this guy leading. He didn't lead the protest. He saw them protesting and he joined, and then now took over. Do you get that point? It takes a selfless Nigeria to do that. It takes somebody that has given up his life. The Bible says, he that must save his life must lose it. He has written his name on the sand of time, or however anybody wants to say it. You see, he wanted to say, if you think you want to save your life by not doing anything, you will not make any impact. I was just thinking, what if something happens to this guy here? I remember his lawyer Ade Banji Deji was saying, he said that he cannot do what the VDM is doing, that he can't try it. He was even scared when he said he was going to Benin, or when he was in Benin. What if something happens? Because we know that most freedom fighters, most times how they die is always in a very way, like I don't know. The way they go is something that I cannot even account for. Leading that kind of riot, what's it called, protest. And to be sincere, the way they listen to him, all the talks. I'll play the video after this and you guys will watch it. That everybody was just listening to him. They gave him that 110% attention. And he led them, and people that were arrested and all of that said, don't worry, he will bring them out. It reminds me of Achebe's book, A Man of the People. But that one in that book was basically a corrupt kind of, was a man of people at some point. It was being corrupt. But this man of the people here, he's a human being. He has his flaws. He's even a Gen Z. Yes, VDM is a Gen Z. From his age, he's just 30, for crying out loud. Yeah, 30, a bit 31, something like that. But he's a Gen Z. From his age, you can actually, of course, he will have his flaws. But the fact that he's so fearless, he brings out he loses his life for the sake of the people. He loses sleep for people's matter. My dear, it takes more than love. It takes more than passion, more than patriotism to do that. A lot of people will not think about it. A lot of people will think of their family, themselves. Or will people say, what will they gain? Like, oh my God. I watched the video several times. I'm like, this is commendable. When somebody is doing something good, something that most of us, including me, I cannot do. Understand? It is highly commendable. So, VDM, we're giving you your flowers. Thank you for also creating this heated awareness. Understand? Thank you for all you've done. And to all the churches too, the Dynamis Church, Encounter Christian and Ministries by Oropo, that have gone out to give their relief materials to people of Yelewata community in Benue State. Basically, these pastors are from Benue State, actually. But reaching out, it shows that even the church is basically not left out. Everybody concerned, everybody that has the voice is actually lending it out in the best way they can. If you just look at what is happening, in the best way they can to ensure or to see that things are done in the right way. Okay, so that is it. Guys, what do you think in the comment section? Do you think that more Nigerians should talk about this stuff? Because I realized that the social media has done more good for me than harm, because it can blow up a matter, even though at times out of proportion, even though it might be fake, but it will now network and connect a lot of things and people together to ensure that there's a smooth running of a particular activity. At least we are so grateful that response is coming to Yelewata people, coming to Benue, people are responding, people that need to respond are responding. But the last of it is, why has there not been any arrest? We need an answer to that, so that people that commit crime will not go away with it. There should be people held responsible for what has happened. Security should tell us, operatives should tell us what is happening behind the scenes, so that we would know, so that people will not commit crime and go scot free.
Big crowd! I'm on tomorrow, come out, you're not down! Let's protest! Our voices must be heard! When I see crowd, they fall out.
Okay, motor,
Big crowd! Come out, though, don't stay at home. Tomorrow is the main protest. They're gonna learn in a fucking hard way.
Another thing I want us to do, for us, you see this country where we live, a lot of us country, they are addicted to our phones. They are too addicted to our phones. It messes up your brain. That's why a lot of times these people don't take us serious. Because they see you on your phone, they feel like they want to take a content. Do you understand? But when they see you, they know you are focused. They will understand that these people are ready. Do you understand? So please, first things first, you tuck your phones in your pocket. Tuck your phones in your pocket. And then we work with civility. No mobbing, no shouting. What?
They arrested our people.
What?
They arrested our people.
Don't worry, I'll get them out. So that's all.